AITA for refusing to pay for my boyfriend's vodka after smashing it? I, 26F, have been with my boyfriend Sean, 25M, for about a year and a half. It's been great, but I let him know from the outset that I was a recovering alcoholic. He had no problem with that, and he still drinks with his friends, but won't do that in my presence. It still bothers me that he drinks, but it's his life. I can't tell him what to do. Fast forward to last Sunday, and we're at his apartment. I come in, and he's in the middle of making pasta sauce, and there's a large bottle of vodka on the counter. I didn't say anything about the bottle, but he saw me staring at it, and he told me it's for the sauce. Pasta sauce he's made me at least twice a month for the entirety of our relationship. He said he's told me from the beginning he does that it cooks away, but I think that would be something I would very much remember. And I got a little angry. I knocked the bottle off the counter and went to my mom's. He's called and apologized for triggering me, and that he was being brainless. But he wants me to pay for the broken bottle, which he says was about an $80 brand. I told him that I wasn't under any circumstances going to pay for something he's been lacing my food with for years. We haven't really talked since, and my mom wants me to just go ahead and buy the thing to make amends. And I'm still refusing. AITA? Edit. I didn't smash the bottle. I pushed it off the counter and it broke. I didn't throw it. Edit 2. Alright, I get it. I'm going to get him $80 worth of stuff to make up for it. But I really don't appreciate being called violent or abusive. I've never hit him once. And I think that's a pretty rash assumption. Info. So for the last 30 times he's made you the dish, you've never been in the kitchen? YTA. Adults use their mouths to communicate. Hey, I'm not comfortable with you cooking with alcohol and having alcohol in my presence at all. I thought you were aware of that and would like to respect my preference. You went, me no likey me go smash smash. YTA. I understand how you feel about it, but breaking the bottle was an inappropriate action. You've obviously not been set back in your recovery by consuming a trace amount of alcohol in cooked food. If he really thought this was okay, he wasn't being malicious. You can set this as a boundary going ahead if you make it through this conflict. But you were out of line to break the bottle. As a general rule, when loved ones upset us, breaking things, punching walls, or otherwise physically venting temper in destructive ways is not a good thing. I didn't smash the glass bottle. I simply pushed it off the counter. Gravity's the real asshole here. Quote, yes. YTA. YTA. Doesn't matter if you threw it or knocked it off the counter, either way you broke it on purpose. I found it had to believe he's been making it for you twice a month for a year and a half and you've never noticed he makes it with vodka. This reads like a person imagining how a recovering alcoholic would act like. It still bothers you that he drinks with his friends? Really? Stop it. YTA. No. You can't just knock over a bottle of alcohol in someone else's house and expect not to pay for it. And no, cooking with alcohol doesn't lace your food with it. For a supposed recovering alcoholic, you know very little about the substance itself. YTA. You smashed a bottle. And I get it. You had an intense reaction. But it was not okay. Acting volatile and freaking out over something, then refusing to take accountability for it speaks a lot to your character. YTA. You don't get to smash, hit, or push something off a counter no matter how angry you are. You both need to have a conversation about what your food boundaries are, both at home and when you are out, because there are a lot of food that may have booze in them. To say he's lacing your food is a bold statement. Do you think he's trying to regress or poison you? If you feel you can't trust him, it is time to reconsider your relationship. YTA, you break it, you bought it. Also for the lacing my food for years comment. Settle down. YTA, She-Hulk. Use your words and apologize. Many recovering alcoholics, if not most, don't worry about booze in food as the amount added is almost nothing in ratio to the rest of the dish. How would he know? Also, I doubt this post is real. I know many recovering alcoholics. I was sober myself for 5 years after realizing I was a gray area drinker. And this sounds like how someone would imagine a recovering alcoholic would act. YTA. The fact that you acted like a kid. IDK, if your boyfriend wants you back. You sound like drama. Kudos to you on being a recovering alcoholic. That takes a lot of strength and courage. But in this case, YTA, although I understand your emotional response, many people put vodka in pasta sauce. It's called tomato vodka sauce. The alcohol does boil away. Whenever you cook with alcohol, unless you add it at the very end, it boils away. Edit. Several people have pointed out it doesn't all boil away. That's true. But we're literally talking about a tablespoon of vodka in the entire sauce. And much of it boils away. My point is not that you're wrong for wanting no alcohol at all in anything you eat. That's your right. It's that you're wrong for how you dealt with it. You were wrong to break the bottle of vodka. Whether it was a $20 or an $80 bottle, the cost isn't the point. The point is that it's his property. His intentions were good, and you destroyed it in a violent way. Destruction of property is actually on the road to an abusive relationship. So yeah, you need to apologize. And to pay for it. I get that being a recovering alcoholic is hard and you panicked when you saw that bottle. But you could have asked him not to put even boiled out vodka in the sauce in the future. It sounds like he would have listened. If you requested him not to and he still did, then he'd be taught. But as it is, this was his own house. He was cooking something he thought was safe. And you reacted very inappropriately. YTA. I don't know how many years or maybe just months sober you are. But you should not be in this relationship. A sober person who has been sober long enough and not still white-knuckling it is able to be at events, got to bars and restaurants and especially date, marry someone who drinks but is not an alcoholic. You need to call your sponsor. Maybe go to a meeting. YTA. There is no alcohol remaining in the food, so he was not lacing your food. Of course you can ask him not to make that dish in the future if it triggers you. Still, you destroyed someone else's property and you need to make restitution. I hope you never have any baked goods because extracts like vanilla extract are made with alcohol. I'm not saying he was in the right, but it's not like you never have food with alcohol in it. YTA. You break it. You bought it. I'm sorry about the struggles you are going through and it can't be easy, but you broke it. You bought it. People in relationships often forget even important things or think about telling their partner something and then think they told them when they didn't. Usually about small things but can happen about big things too. So I don't know who is right. But what you could have done is say, "Oh my goodness, I don't remember that conversation. Can you promise me not to cook food for me with alcohol without telling me first?" YTA. Call your sponsor. Stop being violent and act like an adult, not an overgrown feline. Of course YTA. You don't ruin someone else's alcohol because it makes you upset. You use your big girl words and communicate. Geez, I hope he breaks up with you. I think mentally, being a recovering alcoholic and finding out any trace is coming into your system would be difficult. I think maybe this isn't an asshole situation but a learning process. Maybe it doesn't feel right to buy alcohol for your so maybe buy something else they need or want to make up for it. Have a good chat about both of your feelings and move forward.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.